welcome to Sal Magley Stadium as we get ready for things to get started here between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Niagara Falls Americans. Austin Mendy's on the call solo today for this evening's matchup between the two teams. Apologies for the late start. We had a pregame injury. Justin Espinal, who was supposed to be in the lineup, is now out of the lineup with a foot injury. Sean Mindas will be in place of him. Espinal is okay and walking around. Just precautionary measures being taken right now. So back to our normal broadcast. Let's take a look at the West standings following the loss yesterday to Elmira. The Batavia Muckdogs sit at 12-3 in first place in the West with the Auburn Double Days close behind, 3 games behind, tied with the Elmira Pioneers at 9-6. Elmira is 10-7. Tarp Skunks 5 games back at 8-9. Geneva 5.5 games back at 5-7. Niagara 5-10 on the season, 7 games back, and Newark is 5-12. Going to send it right back down to the field for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll be back for the pregame show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you stand as able and remove your caps. Direct your attention right in front of the home plate for our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Pratt Elementary from the Barker Central Schools. Let's welcome the singers from Pratt Elementary. 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 Let's welcome the singers from Pratt Elementary.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off for the Batavia Muckdogs, leading off and playing shortstop, Lucas Lopez.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop.
Hey Muckdogs fans, I'm James Bolton. Let's check out tonight's starting lineups presented by Tompkins Bank.
First off, for the Batavia Muckdogs, James leading off and playing shortstop. Trying to fix the audio on my end. Someone can let me know how that is right now. So 1 ball and 2 strike count to Jake Butler. That one outside for another ball.
focus on getting ahead of batters and staying ahead, getting quicker outs instead of getting deep into counts as he already has the first two Batavia Muckdogs today. Heilig gets his sign. He comes set for the 2-2 delivery to Jake Butler. The pitch.
That one check swing.
No, he did
They'll
not.
say he didn't go, and now full count.
Home plate umpire was going to ring him up. He goes for the check. Jake Butler did not go around. Now the count is full. Breaking ball that did not catch the top part of the zone. 3-2 count with Cooper Roman in the on-deck circle.
Full count upcoming.
Heilig comes set and the payoff pitch.
That one popped up from Butler. Going over there is Rex Smith in the outfield for the out.
And haul it in for the first count of today's ball game. Let's take a look at the defense for the Americans today. Outfield left to right is Nick O'Neill, Brett Johnson, and
Now batting for the Muckdogs, the extra hitter number 47.
Cooper Romick up to the plate now for Batavia, who's batting .432, leading the Muckdogs in batting average in 44 at-bats. He has 19 hits on the season, with 4 of those being doubles and 2 being triples. Romick has Lopez on first base. Heilig has 11 pitches so far. That one in the strike zone. And Lopez came off the bag. He's actually out there. And there's the second out.
And now there are 2 away here in the top of the first.
One strike to Romick.
On the pitcher Heilig, but slid past the bag, and that's how he was tagged out as that pitch misses outside. It's now
That one outside for a ball. Apologies, trying to get things situated here. Had a little delayed start.
their first home loss of the season just about a week ago at Dwyer Stadium. That pitch is flown out.
1 ball and 1 strike. Romick swings on that one. Diving catch by Bondock in right field. And that's how the inning ends here.
A lot of green to cover, but what a play from the opener.
No runs on no hits for Batavia.
No score here.
Heading to the bottom of the first.
On the Niagara Falls.
No runners left on base, and after half an inning, there is no score. I'm not fast enough. I can't get that.
Why don't you go grab a car from Pellegrino's Auto?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Here's the keys.
Thank you for the great deal.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. We take a look at Michael Benedict, who's starting for the Muckdogs. Benedict, in 13 innings pitched this season, has allowed 11 hits with a 3.46 ERA, 9 walks, 11 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .229 off of Benedict. Benedict has been a starter for the Muckdogs that they've been able to rely on so far throughout this season. He's looking to keep his hot start going here against the Niagara Falls Americans. Throw down from James Bolton, who's back behind the dish for the Muckdogs, giving Cooper Romick a break. Nick Monil getting ready to start things off for the Americans here in the bottom of the first. Benedict getting ready. Monil, the first batter that Benedict will face. He starts his windup and that delivery down the middle, called strike one. Benedict getting ready. Starting his windup again. That next pitch, a little outside this time. Still finding a similar spot. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Benedict gets his pitch from Bolton. Now starts again. That one inside this time for the second ball. Benedict. 3-1 count for Benedict. Monil on the season is batting .360 in 25 at-bats. Benedict has a hitter's count for Monil. Next pitch upcoming, that one outside, and he walks him. So Monil goes to first base, bringing up Rex Smith. Rex Smith batting .243 on the season in 37 at-bats. Runner on first for Benedict. He throws over. Dutra playing first base for the Muckdogs. Benedict going from the stretch. He's set. Lifts his leg and the pitch. That one high and outside. Benedict gets ready for his next pitch upcoming. That one a little further inside this time, but too far outside still. 2 balls and no strikes. Benedict gets ready. He likes that pitch, and now the delivery. That one out to right center. Hammond jumps up, stops it. Hammond throwing it in. Cut off by Lopez. Throw to third. Butler does not get him in time. So Monil moves over, and that's a base hit for Rex Smith. Vincent Morrow coming up now for the Americans. Morrow on the season. He's batting .216 on the season. Now runners at the corners for the Americans. Monil at third, threatening to score on Benedict. His first pitch, that one outside, bouncing away from Bolton. Now 1 ball and no strikes. Benedict, 9 pitches so far. Gets ready. Taking a little bit this time, and now the delivery. That one out to right field, getting underneath it is Vesco. He'll snag it. Monil tagging, throwing back to first. It's a double play, but 1 run will score for the Americans. Trying the hit and run, it doesn't pay off, but a run does score for Niagara Falls.
Stepping in for the Americans, the catcher number 36, Dalton Harper.
Dalton Harper coming up. The catcher for the Americans is batting .367 on the year. Benedict grounds that one foul. No balls and 1 strike for Harper.
Rick Smith got doubled off on the fly ball caught by Jacob Vesco, who elected to take the double play in a trade.
Benedict, 11 pitches so far in this first inning.
2 away here in the bottom of the first for Dalton Harper.
Gets ready for this pitch upcoming. Going from the windup to Harper. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one inside to Harper for a ball. One ball and 1 strike to Dalton Harper. Next one upcoming. That one down the middle, grounded over to Lopez, picks it up and throws it across the diamond to Dutra for the final out of the inning. So the Americans score 1 run off of 1 hit. As we now head to the top of the second here at Sal Magley Stadium.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got? How can I help you? What do you recommend? I don't know. We just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale. Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those. Muckdog Ale coming right up. Muckdog Ale. Go Dogs, baby.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. The Muckdogs trailing by 1 here in the top of the second. Anthony Greco coming up to the plate, and yesterday Greco sent one out of Dwyer Stadium out of right field for the first home run for the Batavia Muckdogs. Greco on the season, though, he's hitting 176. Trying to turn things around as we come up to the midway point in the season. Heilig, 14 pitches so far through 1 inning. Starts his windup. That one, a curveball falling outside for the first ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Greco. Heilig, his next pitch, that one finds its way into the strike zone. Now a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike as Heilig gets ready. Next delivery, that one fouled off by Greco. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next one to Greco, swung on and missed. And there is the first strikeout of the day for Heilig. 1 out, bringing up Sean Mindas. Mindas on the season, batting .265. Heilig getting ready for the first pitch to Mindas. That one grounded down the third baseline and foul. Heilig starting his windup again. Now the next pitch. That one lined down the left field line by Mindas. Hooking a little bit foul, barely missing the left field line. Now down 2 strikes. Mindas will get set again. James Mason on deck for the Muckdogs. Heilig starting again. That one outside. Harper lined up in the left-handed batter's box, and now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mindas. Heilig getting ready for the 1-2 offering. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one swung on and missed from Mindas. Back-to-back Ks for Heilig as James Mason will now come up to the plate. James Mason on the season for the Batavia Muckdogs. He's batting .217 in 23 at-bats. Heilig's first pitch, that one too low for the first ball to Mason. 1 ball and no strikes. Heilig has 2 outs here in the inning. Lifts his leg and the pitch. That one ball outside. Two balls and no strikes. Starts his windup and the delivery. That one low and outside again. Now 3 balls and no strikes. 3 consecutive balls for Heilig. Going back to work. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one finds its way on the outside part of the plate for the first strike to James Mason. Now a hitter's count for the 6th hitter in the Batavia Muckdogs lineup. Heilig. His delivery curveball popped up by Mason out to center field. Getting underneath it is Brett Johnson for the final out of the top of the 2nd here at Sal Maglie Stadium. 1-2-3 inning for Heilig and the Americans as we see what Benedict has to offer in the bottom half of the inning here at Sal Maglie Stadium.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get one federal admission ticket, please?
Alright, so that's gonna be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place, one Muckdogs.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Welcome back to Sal Maglie Stadium. We're in the bottom of the 2nd here. Leading things off is Graydon Miller, the 5th hitter in the Americans lineup. Benedict, a 13-pitch inning in the bottom of the 1st, but he allowed 1 hit. 1 run did score, and he walked 1 batter. he was solid in his first inning, looking to be even better here. Benedict will get started again. Going from the windup. Graydon Miller waits for his first pitch. That one inside for a ball. So Miller on the season, he's the third hitter out of all the Americans in batting average, batting .343 in 35 at-bats. That one grounded down the third baseline, snagged by Butler, thrown across the diamond. Dutra picks it for the out. So one out here. Hunter Von Zelowitz coming up to the plate. Von Zelowitz on the season batting .105 in 19 at-bats. Rough start for the season for Von Zelowitz. Still plenty of time to go. And he's trying to start it today against Benedict, who starts his windup and the delivery. That one high and inside for ball one. One ball and no strikes. Benedict, his windup and delivery. That one fouled off over the Muckdogs dugout. One ball and one strike. Benedict is able to keep his pitch count down, allowing him to go deeper into ball games as that one down the middle. One ball and two strikes. So 1-2 count upcoming from Benedict to Von Zelowitz. Starts his windup and the delivery. That one outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was trying to get Von Zelowitz to chase on that one. Benedict, his next pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Von Zelowitz goes down swinging, which drops his batting average. And now Xavier Mann coming up to the plate. Xavier Mann batting .063 on the season in 16 at-bats. So Benedict going towards this bottom of the lineup for the Americans. Should be smooth sailing for him as that one is low for a ball. So talking about the longevity of Benedict's outings, his last outing was at Auburn on June 16th as Xavier Mann pops that one up to center field. Hammond tracks it and gets the final out of the inning. So no runs. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Michael Benedict. And going back to talking about Benedict real quick, Benedict in his previous outing ended in a tie against Auburn. He pitched 6 innings, only allowed 3 hits, walked 3 batters, and had 2 strikeouts. And then his outing before that was right here at Niagara Falls at Sal Maglie Stadium on June 7th, where they won 16-6. Benedict went 3 innings, allowed 4 runs to cross, and gave up 4 hits on 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. And then against Elmira on the 31st, where they lost 10-3 in Elmira's home opener, Benedict pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run. That was his first start of the season. So he's progressing now, and we'll see how long he goes here in this one at Sal Maglie Stadium, and now his 4th start of the season.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Jacob Vesco leading things off for Batavia here in the top of the third. Vesco on the season, 6th hitter leading the Muckdogs in batting average. So 6th on the whole team, I should say. He's hitting .241 on the season and 29 at-bats. The University of Dayton junior. Heilig's first pitch to Vesco. That one barely missing the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes to Vesco. Heilig lifts his leg, and that delivery on the other part of the plate, but too far inside this time. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Jacob Vesco. Vesco gets ready, and the delivery, that one right back to where he started. 3 balls and no strikes to Vesco. Heilig, the 3-0 pitch to Vesco. That one down the middle this time, just trying to get a strike. Now Vesco sits in a hitter's count. If he gets a hold of one, he can send one deep. So Heilig got to be cautious here. That one outside, so he walks Vesco, putting him on base, bringing up James Bolton, the catcher for the Batavia Muckdogs. 3rd on the Muckdogs in batting average this season with .286. Now, James Bolton, he did get hurt in the game against Elmira to start the season, the 2nd game of the season. So he doesn't have much at bats as opposed to the rest of his team, but he made it worth it in the 3 games he did play. He has 7 at bats and has scored 3 runs for the Muckdogs. So he's getting the job done when he's up at the plate, as that one's down the middle for the first strike to James Bolton. Now, no balls and 1 strike. Bolton standing up in that right-handed batter's box. Heilig taking a look at Vesco over at first base from the stretch with the lift of the leg and that pitch. That one going down the right field line, and Bolton hooks that one foul. So Heilig is 34 pitches so far through 2 innings. Bolton waiting for Heilig's next pitch. And the delivery, that one outside for a ball. Good eye from Bolton up at the plate. One ball and 2 strikes. Vesco with a 2-step lead over at first. Wonder if Heilig will throw over. We'll worry about Bolton at the plate, though. There's the next pitch. That one low. Harper stops it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heilig getting ready for the 2-2 pitch upcoming to James Bolton. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one a curveball high. Now full count as Heilig starting to lose Bolton. Bolton facing a full count. Vesco leading off. Heilig, the delivery to Bolton. That one grounded over to the shortstop. Ooh, he forces an error going right off of his glove into left field. Frustration brewing, and now the Muckdogs have 2 runners on. Trevor Dutra coming up to the plate. Dutra standing in at that left-handed batter's box with 2 runners on for him with no outs. That one inside to Dutra. 1 ball and no strikes. Harper will go have a word with Heilig. So with that word, Let's take a look at Trevor Dutra's batting average. Dutra on the season, batting .222 and 36 at-bats. He has 4 RBIs on the season, and he can add to it here with Vesco standing over there at second base. Heilig getting ready for his 40th pitch of this outing. One ball, no strikes. Dutra, the 9th hitter in the Batavia lineup. Heilig looks back at Vesco, and now the delivery. That one swung on by Dutra. It's a high bouncer going over to the second baseman, Smith. Nobody was covering at first base. So it'll be an infield single for Trevor Dutra, rather. To Rex Smith, I should say. Now the bases are loaded for Travis Hammond, who's not a stranger to this situation. He's had this multiple times throughout his appearances for the Muckdogs this season. Hammond on the season batting .214 with 4 RBIs, and he has an opportunity to add to that RBI total here. Vesco over there at third base with Bolton on second and Dutra on first. Corners in middle infielders double play depth. That one blocked by Harper for the first ball. One ball in, no strikes. Hammond. One ball and no strikes. Heilig's delivery, that one fouled off by Hammond. 1-1 count, top of the lineup upcoming after this with Lucas Lopez standing in the on-deck circle. Heilig, 1-1 count against Hammond. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one finds its way in the strike zone for the second strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Travis Hammond. The Muckdogs threatening here in the top of the third. No outs. Perfect opportunity to get a run. That one fouled off by Hammond. So Heilig's pitch count is getting up there. Heilig gets set on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed by Hammond, so he gets a strikeout, starting his work to get out of this jam. That brings up Lucas Lopez in the top of the Batavia lineup, upcoming with the bases loaded and 1 out. Lopez walked in his first at-bat in this one. Heilig gets ready. Lopez, a dangerous hitter as he fouls that one off down the third base line. As I mentioned earlier, Lopez, a .370 hitter. He has 10 RBIs on the season. He's second on the team in RBIs, right behind Cooper Romick. Heilig will reset after getting that ball. Few seagulls flying around over by first base. Heilig getting ready. That delivery, that one fouled off again down the left field line. Now Lopez down 0-2. Brett Johnson shading over to right center. But Lopez, he hits it all over the field. He has a lot of hits this season to left field, the lefty, going the opposite way. So that left center gap could be dangerous. The 0-2 upcoming. That one low to Lopez. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Heilig almost at 50 pitches now through 2 1/3 rather, almost 3 innings. Jake Butler on deck. Lopez facing a 1-2 count against Heilig. Now the delivery to Lopez. That one swung on and missed, and Lopez goes down on strikes, and exactly what Heilig wants now with 2 out. He's battling out of this jam. Vesco staying right there. Butler coming up to the plate. Jake Butler, he's been hot in the last few games. He's 3rd on the team in RBIs with 8. Heilig, that delivery, that one hits him. And now a run will score for the Batavia Muckdogs. They will now tie it. And a dangerous hitter coming up with Cooper Romick. Vesco will score. We're now tied here at Sal Maglie Stadium. So Romick, as I mentioned a few moments ago, 19 RBIs on the season. He has Bolton, his fellow catcher, on third base, with Trevor Dutra on second, and now Jake Butler on first. Romick's 0 for 1 on the evening. Heilig gets ready. Now the delivery to Romick. That one grounded by Romick up the middle. It'll be snagged by Smith, and he'll just touch second base. So Romick grounding into a fielder's choice. The Muckdogs score 1 run thanks to the bases loaded hit by pitch from Heilig. Now it'll be turn for the Americans to come up in the bottom half of the 3rd.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Going to the bullpen. Ready? Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Welcome back to Sal Maglie Stadium. Brett Johnson leading things off for the Americans. Johnson on the season batting .095. 21 at bats. So Benedict facing the bottom part of the lineup. 8, 9, and 10 hitters. That one called a strike. Benedict's next pitch, that one high for a ball. Count now even at 1-1. Benedict, next pitch. Frame job from Bolton. Almost got the umpire. Not enough. Now the 2-1. That one outside from Benedict, and now 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 count upcoming from Benedict. That one fouled down the right field line. Now a full count. Benedict gets exactly what he wants, trying to battle back down 3-1 in the count. Benedict will start his windup. That one too low, and he walks him. It's a leadoff walk, putting Brett Johnson on first base, and now Mason Bondock coming up. Benedict lifts his leg in, the delivery down the middle for the first strike. 0-1 count. Next one, there goes the runner. Throw down behind the runner. So Brett Johnson gets a stolen base. Now 1 ball and 1 strike with Johnson moving over into scoring position. Benedict, 30 pitches so far in this one. Getting ready, Benedict looking back at Johnson, and now the delivery. That bunt popped up, and it'll go foul as Bolton touches it foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes, so Benedict a perfect opportunity to get the first out of the inning. Benedict gets the pitch from Bolton. Looks back at Johnson, and now that delivery, that one outside. Good pitch selection there from Benedict, just keeping Bondock on his toes. Now Benedict with a 2-2 count. Looks back, and the delivery to the plate, that one inside this time. Now lost Bondock a little bit. A full count upcoming. Benedict looking back. Now the delivery. That one fouled off. Benedict looking back at Johnson, and now the next pitch. That one fouled off again, so Bondock staying alive. Benedict getting ready for another full count offering to Bondock. That delivery, that one swung on and missed, so Benedict gets the strikeout. First strikeout for Benedict on the day. Miles Ooh up to the plate now. Miles Ooh, the last hitter in the lineup for the Americans today, batting .226 on the season. Benedict getting his pitch. Resets on the mound. Johnson leading off at second base. There's only 1 out in the inning. Benedict looking back at Johnson. Now starts his delivery. That one out to right field. Vesco getting back on it. Tagging is Johnson at second. He'll get in, diving to third. Now back to the top of the lineup, Nick Monil coming up to the plate. Monil walked in his first at-bat of the day and now has a perfect opportunity with a runner 90 feet away. Benedict gets his pitch going from the stretch. Bolton lines up on the outside part of the plate. Benedict lifts his leg and the delivery. That one right to where Bolton was sitting, but a little too far outside for a ball. Benedict getting ready from the stretch. The 1-0 upcoming. That one, same spot, but a little inside this time. Now a 1-1 count. He found the outside part of the strike zone like he was trying to do in his first pitch. Now 1-1 upcoming. Here's the delivery. That one outside again. So staying outside to O'Neill. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 delivery. Here's the delivery. That one fouled again. He's staying outside. All his pitches, the 4 of them so far to O'Neill in this at-bat, has all been outside. We'll see how Bolton lines up to this one. Bolton lining up outside again, so Benedict continuing to try to stay outside. Next pitch, that one fouled off again. One thing interesting, the left fielder, Anthony Greco, playing shallow on O'Neill. O'Neill's been late on every contact he's had. Wonder if Bolton will change it up here. He lines up inside this time. Moves back to the outside part of the plate. Now the delivery, that one outside. Now full count to O'Neill. Two out in the inning. Johnson on third base. We're tied at 1. Benedict, his pitch. That one grounded. High grounder picked up by Bolton. Thrown over to Dutrat first for the final out of the inning. So Benedict holds the Americans. We're heading to the 4th here at Sal Magley Stadium.
My knee! All right, we'll get you in here. Come on. Yo, what's happening? My knee! All right, we'll get you in here. Come on. We're gonna get you profile speed checked out, all right? All right. You good? Yep. All right, let's go. You look at the trainer's table. Okay. Gotta get this done quick.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
His knee, huh?
My knee.
Take a look. Nothing I can do. Send another rush to Regional Health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Welcome back to Sal Maglie Stadium. Anthony Greco leading things off for the Muckdogs. Greco, the cleanup hitter today for Batavia. So Greco, he's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging. Heilig, his 52nd pitch of his outing upcoming. Greco fouls that one off onto the concourse.
Have an 0-1 count. All of the Grecos have made their way up to Niagara Falls. Mom, Dad, Grandma. Mom and Dad will usually make a trip out.
0-1. That one fouled off again. 0-2, Anthony Greco. Quickly down in the count. Heilig gets ready for the 0-2 delivery. That one in the dirt, or should I say turf. The Sal Maglie Stadium is a turf field here in Niagara Falls, New York.
Greco played some of his travel ball here at the barber shop.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Next one, that one fouled by Greco down the left field line. Greco, he kind of crowds the plate, standing right on that inside line of the left-handed batter's box. Not something you typically see of lefties. Greco also back in the batter's box against Heilig, right on the back line of the left-handed batter's box. So this pitch upcoming from Heilig. That one grounded by Greco over Miller, who slides down for it, thrown off the glove of Heilig. So Greco will get on with an error.
And couldn't get the easy one. Greco advances on the error. E1. And there's a runner on first base. That brings up Sean Mindos.
Sean Mindos coming up with Greco on. Mindos 0 for 1 on the evening with a strikeout. Mindos, he likes to pull the ball, only has 4 pieces of contact to opposite field. This one upcoming to Mindos. That one going down the left field line again. So just as I mentioned it earlier, it's a single for Mindos out into left field. So now 2 runners on for the Muckdogs, bringing up James Mason. Mason, he's 0 for 1 on the evening. On the season, not many sample size pieces. He's able to drive it up the middle, though, where most of his pieces come from. So Greco leading off at second base, nobody holding him. Mindos, nobody even cares. So 1 ball and no strikes. So the Americans not worrying about the runners with no outs. Heilig has Greco on second. Lifts his leg and that pitch to Mason. That one outside. Now 2 balls and no strikes to James Mason. On deck is Jacob Vesco. Heilig gets ready for his 60th pitch upcoming. No action in the Niagara Falls bullpen. This delivery, that one outside, dropped by Harper, so now 3 balls and no strikes. Corners are in double play depth by the middle infielders. It's 3-0 count, so Probably a take sign given to Mason, if I had to guess. That one outside, and now the bases are loaded with Jacob Vesco coming up to the plate. With Vesco walked in his first at-bat of the season. Taking a look at the alignment from the outfielders, no shift being played. Vesco likes to drive his balls to left center. So Vesco with the bases loaded up, no outs. He has a perfect opportunity. But Heilig experienced this in the previous inning. He was able to get out of the jam. That one down the middle to Vesco, called a strike. Oh, 1 now upcoming from Heilig to Vesco. That one outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Heilig has worked from the bullpen mostly this season. Hasn't really gone over the 50 pitch mark. Played around 60.
1-1.
Nobody up in the American bullpen.
Heilig lifts his leg in. That delivery. That one swung on by Vesco down the right field line, but hooking foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No runners being held on. Freely able to take any lead they want. Vesco has a 1-2 count. That one grounded over to third base, picked up by Morrow, thrown to Harper at the plate, back to first, and there's a double play. 5-2-3 double play, and that gets 2 outs for the Muckdogs.
We've talked about that leadership, but he really knows what he's doing at all times as he flips a much-needed double play. Runners on first.
So now runners on second and third. James Bolton up to the plate. Bolton reached on an error in his previous at-bat. That one fouled off from Bolton.
That was the hard chopper that Miles Blue came in on.
So Heilig working his magic here to try to get out of another bases loaded jam with no runs. That one down the middle, and now Bolton quickly down 0-2 in the count. Heilig getting ready. Here's the pitch. That one inside to Bolton. Harper lined up on the outside part of the plate. So a little miscommunication between Heilig and Harper. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bolton standing there in the right-handed batter's box, facing a 1-2 count. Now the delivery from Heilig. That one grounded up the middle for a base hit. There goes another run from Mason coming to the plate. He slides in.
It's 3-1 Batavia.
A 2 RBI single for James Bolton, doing his job, getting the run to score. So that brings up Trevor Dutra coming up to the plate. James Bolton doing the job for the Muckdogs. Heilig, the pitch to Dutra. That one swung on and missed for the first strike. Heilig getting ready for the 0-1 offering now to Dutra. That one swung on and missed again, so back-to-back swing and misses for Dutra. Now has him in danger. He's 1 for 1 on the evening with a single to second base. Bolton leading off. Now the next pitch. That one stopped by Harper with his left shoulder in the turf. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Dutra. Lining up I can't even say it. Normally I can. I don't know why I can't say similarly right now. And now that next pitch outside for a ball. 2 ball and 2 strikes. Wow, it's been a long day. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Dutra. That delivery outside again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bolin a 1-step lead over at first base. Next pitch to Dutra. There goes Bolin. That one fouled off. Going towards the public pool over here near Sal Maglie Stadium. So Bolin getting some cardio in. Full count upcoming. Here's the delivery. That one swung on and missed by Dutra, and that is how the inning ends. 2 runs on 2 hits on 1 error on 25 pitches. And the Muckdogs take the lead thanks to James Bolin's 2 RBI single. We'll be back here at Sal Maglie Stadium in a few moments for the Americans' turn up at the dish.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Stadium, as that didn't work. Welcome back to Sal Maglie Stadium. Oh man, it's been rough so far in this one. Rex Smith coming up to the plate, facing off against Benedict. Smith singled to center. So Benedict getting ready for his first pitch upcoming to Rex Smith. That one too low. And Smith takes the first ball against Benedict. One ball and no strikes outside, this time to Smith. Two balls and no strikes. Benedict resetting. Starts his delivery. That one outside again, and now quickly down 3-0. Benedict getting set, and the delivery upcoming. That one out to right center. Vesco going back on it. That one's still carrying, bounces, and it'll be a ground rule double for Rex Smith. So Rex Smith, a leadoff double brings up Vincent Morrow. That one, if it was a little longer, then maybe, just maybe, Rex Smith would be walking away with that with a home run. But clearly he didn't have enough power under that, so maybe he should go to Whole Life Fitness, who's the official gym of the Batavia Muckdogs, located at 624 East Main Street in Batavia. Make sure to stop in and see them for your membership today. So Benedict has a runner on second. Looks back at Smith. Morrow up at the plate. That one high to Morrow. Vincent Morrow is 0 for 1 on the evening. Next run from Benedict. That one grounded foul, snagged by Dutra. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. So Benedict, 50 pitches so far in this one through 3 innings. Rex Smith leading off. James Mason shading over to cover second. Benedict looking back at Smith. Mason backing off. Now the pitch, that one outside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Lifts his leg and that delivery. That one inside for the second strike. Curveball finds its way inside on Morrow. Now a 2-2 count. Benedict gets set again. Looks back at Smith. Checks on him again, and now the delivery to the plate. That one low and outside. Now full count. Full count, the Muckdogs leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Benedict gets ready for the next pitch. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one popped up by Morrow. Bolton loses it. That one's still carrying, and it falls down into the concourse. Dalton Harper on deck for the Americans. Now the payoff pitch up coming from Benedict. Mason just trying to keep Smith close. That one ball high, and he walks him. So now a dangerous situation. Dalton Harper, the best hitter for this Americans lineup. In terms of batting average, I should say. Harper, as I mentioned earlier, batting .367. He's got 2 runners on. Bolin hasn't had a chance to showcase his arm yet in this one. Benedict looks back, and now the delivery to Harper. That one grounded over to Lopez. He flips it over to Mason. Going back to first. And there's a double play. So Smith moves over to third, now 90 feet away from scoring. That brings up Graydon Miller. But Lopez, Mason, and Dutra help Benedict in this one.
They're calling interference on Vinny Morrow, and they're sending Rex Smith back to second base. Still 2 outs. As Coach Gabriel is going to come out and question what happened.
I believe that there was interference called on Smith.
simply just trying to slide into the bag.
Trying to get an explanation. They sent Rex Smith back.
As that is huge because that sends Rex Smith to second base. That's 180 feet away.
Coach Gabriel for the Americans getting a word. And the runner will be back at second base, so that helps Benedict and company. It'll be called interference on Vinny Morrow. So now Graydon Miller comes up to the plate with Smith on second base. Benedict still got those 2 outs on the double play. Getting ready for his first pitch to Miller. Now the delivery. That one finds its way on the outside part of the plate. 1 strike now to Miller. 57 pitches for Benedict. He's being efficient in terms of the pitch count. Benedict lifts his leg and the delivery. That one grounded off the foot of Miller. Now 0-2.
Remember to stay tuned for our Cup of Joe in the 7th and the 9th with Nolan, which I just found out that Nolan has a secret talent.
Pitcher getting warmed up. Just stretching a little bit in the Muckdogs bullpen.
Some guys doing some different things. I found myself at first base for some reason. And Graydon Miller before the game.
That pitcher is Garrett Beaver.
A handstand in itself is impressive, but he walked at least a base path length
So now 0-2.
down the warning track.
Benedict against Miller.
Now he faces an
Looking back at Smith. Likely a ball coming from Benedict. There it is. Bolton loses it. Smart decision there from Benedict to keep Miller guessing. Just trying to see if he'll bite on one. But that one has Smith advancing 90 feet. 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Benedict. And the delivery. That one, a little low. From up here, it looked like Benedict found the bottom part of the strike zone. The umpire says he did not. 2s across the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Benedict, his next pitch. That one low and outside. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another pitcher warming up, but this time in the Americans bullpen. Benedict gets ready. That next pitch, that one outside, bounces away from Bolton. Smith will score on the pass ball. So now Niagara trailing by 1 because of that pass ball. Hunter Von Zelowitz batting. Jesse Capitano working out in the bullpen of the Americans. Bolton catches that one for the first ball of this at-bat. Hunter Von Zelowitz, he's 0 for 1 on the evening. Tends to drive his balls to left center. Benedict, the 1-0 pitch. That one grounded over to Lopez. Picked up, flips it over to Mason. They'll say he's out at second base. The Americans score 1 run on 1 hit. And that's how this inning ends here at Sal Maglie Stadium. The Muckdogs still holding on to a 1-run lead, and we'll be back in a few short moments for the top of the 5th here. Go Dogs.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Hammond 0 for 1 against Heilig. That one in the dirt. All right, now that the connection's been restored, welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Travis Hammond up at the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Heilig lifts his leg, and now that delivery, that one inside on Hammond. It's a 3-2 ball game for those of you just joining us. The Muckdogs leading over the Americans. Hammond up 2-0 in the count. Now the next pitch, that one inside again, and now 3 balls and no strikes. Three balls and no strikes. Heilig's pitch to Hammond. He goes to lay one down, but he ends up walking anyway, so he gets on base. And that brings up Lucas Lopez again for the Muckdogs. Heilig. His 81st pitch upcoming. Lopez up at the plate. There goes Hammond stealing second. He dives in safely. Speed from Hammond on the base pass proving dangerous for the Americans. Heilig gets ready, the 0-1. Almost got Hammond, though. He would have had Hammond if Ooh was waiting there still. Heilig gets ready. Now the delivery. That one fouled off by Lopez down the left field line. Heilig gets ready, and now the pitch outside to Hammond. To Lopez, rather. Checking on Hammond now. Lopez has a run in scoring position with no outs. Now the pitch. Lopez grounds that one over to Morrow. Morrow checking on Hammond, thrown across, and Lopez is out at first base. That brings up Jake Butler to the plate. So Hammond still in scoring position at second base, 180 feet away. from scoring. Butler against Heilig. Now the pitch. That one, a curveball inside. One ball and no strikes. Heilig looking back at him, and then now the pitch. That one down the middle for a strike. 1-1.
He's slowly becoming one of the characters in the clubhouse day by day. Just a guy that's naturally funny and doesn't try to.
1-1 upcoming from Heilig. That one grounded foul.
Also helps that he is going to SUNY Niagara next year, and he's an incoming freshman, so he's coming from Elko High School in Pennsylvania. So a lot of the guys are warming him up for college.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Romek on deck.
Living in the dorms with the players is a good way to kind of welcome yourself into the life you're going to be living for the next 4
Here's the pitch from Heilig. That one out to right center. Caught by Johnson. Hammond moves over 90 feet.
Advances 90 feet to third base. Jake Butler goes down on the fly out. That ball really had some tail on it from right-handed hitting Butler. There are 2-away here at the top of the fifth.
Now batting the extra hitter.
Brett Johnson thought he could size it up right in the middle of center field. And then he had a long way to run.
So now Cooper Romek coming up. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. Runner 90 feet away from scoring. That's Travis Hammond, the speedster. Heilig getting ready. Now the pitch from Heilig to Romek. That one down the middle for the first strike to Cooper Romek. Oh, 1 upcoming from Heilig. That one grounded, going over to Rex Smith, picked up, thrown away. Hammond will score. Romek gets over to second base on the error from Rex Smith.
Hammond will score. It's now 4-2 Batavia. Rex Smith.
So Romek just says, put the ball in play. And that's how you get on. Looks like Heilig might be done for the day. Heilig currently sitting at 90 pitches through 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 runs in his outing so far, but those 4 runs, only 2 of them were earned. Heilig actually staying on. So Anthony Greco coming up with Romek on second base. Greco 0 for 2 on the evening. Struck out swinging and reached on an error by Heilig. Now the pitch, that one inside to Greco for the first ball. Next pitch to Greco. That one hit by Greco out to right field. Still carrying. Bondoc gets underneath it right near the warning track for the out. Greco has the power to hit one out, but not this time as Bondoc gets under it. 1 run on 1 error on 16 pitches, and now we're heading to the bottom of the 5th here at Sal Magley Stadium.
we got here today? What do you guys got? How can I help you? What do you recommend? I don't know. We just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale. Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up.
Muckdog Ale! Go Dogs, baby!
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. We're in the bottom of the fifth with the Batavia Muckdogs leading over the Niagara Falls Americans by a score of 4-2. Xavier Mann coming up. Benedict still out there. That one fouled off. So Benedict so far, in the 4 innings he's pitched, he has 64 pitches, 2 hits allowed, 2 earned runs allowed, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The 0-1 coming from Benedict. That one low for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Next one. That one in the turf again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Benedict. 67 pitches so far. Starts his windup again. That delivery, check swing. They say he didn't go, and now 3 consecutive balls. There's players down there in the Muckdogs bullpen, but none of them warming up. We saw Garrett Beaver stretching earlier. Benedict, the 3-1. That one lined out into left field. So Xavier Mann gets on base. Brett Johnson, the center fielder, coming up now. A runner on first. No outs as Benedict checks on Mann over there. Mann has some speed. Typically the pinch runner when he's not playing. Benedict. Slide step and that pitch grounded over to Lopez in the gap. It'll be snagged by Butler, thrown over to Mason. Mason's not in time at first, so they get 1 on the fielder's choice.
Now batting the center fielder number 34, Mason Bondoc.
Mason Bondoc coming up. Benedict continuing to battle here. That one swung on and missed by Bondoc. Johnson with a single step lead over there at first. Dutra holding him on. Trying to take another extra step now. Benedict not worrying about him. That one down the middle, thrown down to second by Bolton, not in time. Almost there. Mason thought he got him. So the runner advances 90 feet on the stolen base. Oh, 0-2 count. Runner in scoring position for the Americans. Benedict looking back at Johnson. Now the delivery to Bondoc. That one swung on and missed. They'll say it's fouled off, though. Looked like he missed that completely, but we'll go with it. Benedict gets set, looking back over at Johnson. Nobody holding him. Swung on and missed. And there's a strikeout for Benedict. Now 2 outs. That brings up Miles Ooh, who's 0 for 1 on the evening. Flew out to right field. So Benedict, 75 pitches. This delivery upcoming momentarily. Now it's coming. That one down the middle for the first strike to Ooh. Now we got a pitcher warming up in the Muckdogs bullpen. We'll take a look at it in a moment, but Benedict will look back at Johnson. Mason trying to hold him on. That one popped up. Bolton getting underneath it as he drops down to a knee for the final out of the inning. No runs on one hit on 12 pitches for Michael Benedict. And we will be heading back to the Muckdogs coming up in the top of the 6th. Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. New pitcher for the Americans, it's Jesse Capitano. Let's take a look at Capitano's stats so far this season. On 6 2/3 innings pitched, he has a .944 earned run average. He's given up 9 hits so far this year. So the Muckdogs, they have Mindas, Mason, and Vesco coming up to the plate. Garrett Beaver was the pitcher that was warming up in the Muckdogs bullpen.
3, 5, 6, and 7. Mindas, Mason, and Vesco due up to face Jesse Capitano. Brandon, do you want me to introduce about those first pitchers out of the bullpen?
Mindas now walking up to the plate. Sean Mindas coming up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the evening with a single to left field. Mindas likes to live in left field in terms of hitting, as that's where he also normally plays. The designated hitter tonight for the Muckdogs. He replaced Justin Espinal, who was originally the designated hitter this evening, but got hurt in pregame warm-ups. Capitano, his first pitch. Mindas grounds that one to Capitano for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. James Mason now coming up to the plate, who's 0 for 1 on the evening. Mason walked and flew out to center in his 2 at-bats so far. Heilig. Excuse me, that's Capitano in. Ball 1 to Mason. Next one is fouled off. One now to Mason. That one missing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Next one from Capitano. That one out to right field, but foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. That one inside to Mason, and now a full count. Full count upcoming from Capitano. That delivery, that one grounded over to first baseman Miller, who will touch the bag himself for the out. 2 outs quickly by Capitano. Vesco will come up to the plate. Vesco's 0 for 1. He walked in his first at-bat and grounded into a double play in his second. Vesco into the box against Capitano. First one, that one hits Vesco. So now James Bolton coming up, who gave the Muckdogs this 2-run lead. This season you can stay connected with the Dogs like never before with exclusive content on our social media platforms. Make sure to follow at Batavia Muckdogs on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Bolton getting ready for the 1-2. Excuse me, Bolton's 1 for 2 on the evening. Looks like he had a bug fly into his eye. Vesco over there on first. Capitano's first pitch to Bolton is outside and low for ball 1. Leading off is Vesco at first. 1-0 pitch upcoming. That one grounded by Bolton over to Miller, who touches it himself for the final out of the inning. So it's a quick inning for Capitano and the Americans as we now head to the bottom of the 6th here at Sal Magley Stadium.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got?
How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know. We just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up.
Muckdog Ale.
Go Dogs, baby! I'm just not fast enough. I can't get that.
Why don't you go grab a car from Pellegrino's Auto?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Here's the keys.
Thank you for the great deal.
Yes,
Have a great
sir.
day.
Thank you. You too.
My knee! Alright, we'll get you in here. Come on. We're gonna just see the profile speed checked out, alright? Alright. You good? Yep. Alright, let's go. Okay. Gotta get this done quick.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
His knee, huh?
My knee.
Let's take a look. Nothing I can do. Let's send down to Rochester Regional Health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
Welcome back to South Magley Stadium. New pitcher for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Garrett Beaver coming in. He'll face off against Nick O'Neill. In 4.2 innings pitched, he's allowed 5 hits, has a 0 ERA, and 6 strikeouts, with opponents hitting .278. So O'Neill coming up, he's 0 for 1 on the evening. Apologize for the extended break. They were singing God Bless America here at South Magley Stadium. And then an extended warm-up for Beaver. First one is in there for a ball. And then that one, a ball again on the outside part of the plate. Two balls and no strikes. Beaver resetting, going from the windup and the delivery. That one finding its way in this time. 2 balls and 1 strike for Beaver. Next one, that one popped up out to left field. Getting back on it is Greco. He's going and he grabs it for the first out. Over the shoulder grab for Anthony Greco out there in left field, doing his job to help his pitcher Beaver. Rex Smith coming up to the plate. Smith 2 for 2 on the day, doing exactly what he needs to do. That one, Smith trying to lay it down. That one will be called a strike. Now 0-1. That one swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Rex Smith. That one grounded over to Mason. He'll pick it up, throw it over to Dutra. A little high, but he gets the out. Now 2 outs. Vinny Morrow coming up. Morrow, 0 for 1. That one inside on Morrow for a ball. That one a single into the outfield. Dalton Harper will come up. Dalton Harper up. That one outside for ball 1. Beaver getting ready for the next pitch. That one in there, inside for a strike. Beaver getting ready for the 1-1. That pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Beaver getting ready. Next pitch. That one finds its way in the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beaver 2-2 against Dalton Harper. Morrow leading off of first. Nothing there with the pickoff attempt. Beaver gets ready, the 2-2 upcoming. That one into left center, grabbed by Hammond. Morrow move over to third. And Harper gets a hit. Graydon Miller coming up. Beaver getting ready. Now the next pitch. That one outside for ball 1. Beaver getting ready. The 1-0 runners at the corners. That one low for a ball.
Leading off of third, having a short conversation with Benedict in the third base coach's box. The 2-0.
Next one swung on and missed for a strike. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Beaver getting ready. The 2-1 offering. That one outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now 3-1. Beaver getting ready. Next pitch, that one outside for ball 4, and he walks him. Now the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. Beaver's next pitch, that one outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The Muckdogs leading 4-2. Hunter Von Zelowitz up at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. Beaver, the 1-0. That one outside again. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Two 2-0 upcoming to Von Zelowitz. That one slider falls into the strike zone. 2-1. Next pitch from Beaver. That one popped up to right center. Vesco gets underneath it for the final out. That strands 3 runners, and Beaver gets the job done. 2 hits for the Americans. They leave the bases loaded, now heading to the top of the 7th here at Sal Maglie Stadium.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play bro.
So the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at? What do you mean?
Atticus 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should go there. We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Apologies, solo crew tonight, trying to get things situated. That one inside for the second ball. Dutra getting the next pitch from Capitano. That one lined out into right field. It'll be a base knock for Trevor Dutra. So, been running around a little bit, and we have two guests in the booth right now. Gonna switch it around. We have joining me is Josh Livengood and Isidro Jimenez up in the booth joining me for this half inning. So we got Travis Hammond coming up, and how about you guys just talk a little bit about having Travis Hammond as a teammate?
Travis is a pretty awesome guy. I mean, we're pretty blessed to have him. He works very hard out there. He does a lot for the guys. He constantly continues to lead for us out there in center field. And he's also, I mean, a great teammate outside of baseball. I mean, we're very blessed to have him, and he continues to find his way on base a lot. He takes a lot of good quality ABs, and we just need that going forward. I mean, he's a big part of our offense.
Well, for me, I say, he's a good guy. He's so funny in the clubhouse, in the field, too. So, he help a lot, all your teammates. And, he's awesome, when my partners say, and living good. So, yeah, he's a good guy. I don't lie.
So, you guys both pitchers under Coach Martinez. What's it like playing for the Muckdogs? I mean, I know what it's like working for the Muckdogs. How about you guys on your end playing for them?
I really enjoy being a part of Coach Martinez's team. He makes going out there and pitching in front of a lot of people very easy. He tells us to be relaxed out there, be confident, and gives us a lot of support, a lot of confidence, a lot of I guess. And, well, he tells us to go out there and just compete, but to do it for everybody around us, not just for ourselves. And he continues to push us on and off the field, but overall he focuses on wanting us to have a lot of fun and soak in the moment while going out there and competing when in big situations. And it makes it very easy to go out there and do my job.
Looks like there was a balk, so TJ Morris, who was pinch running for Trevor Dutra, will score. And sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
What a way to open up.
I love playing for him. I mean, he's a great guy, and he continues to give us a chance every time we're out there, and he puts us in great situations.
So for me, I say, every single day, it's a challenge. We need to, he tell us like every single day, we need to work in really hard. You need to do it like the best. No matter what, he's the best. And he's an amazing coach. He helped you like a lot, to, confident, to be, like believe in in my, in all self. So and me, I'm so happy to be here. I can't complain. We have a good pitching coach. We have a good coaches too, and the players. I can say too my teammates. They're really good too. They especially my two friends too, Yankee Gonzalez and Justin Espinal. They always like help me too. And living good, the next to me, he's a good guy too. So, and I will say I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, and I mean, following off of what Easy just said, we have great teammates all around us, and a lot of guys that are really, really good out there on the mound. And having those guys around kind of pushes us to be better out there, not just to be a better player, but to be a better person as well. And I know Easy would speak for me too.
Oh, yeah.
So Lopez just fouled it off his foot. They're taking a quick break down there. So just wanted to show everyone for just joining. I have Josh Livengood and Isidro Jimenez up here in the booth with me for this half inning. So what's been your guys' biggest challenge so far coming from pitching this season?
I think the biggest challenge for me is kind of adjusting to playing against better hitters, playing in a better, like, I won't say better environment, but being around guys that have played around the game just as long as me, if not longer. We've got guys that have been here for several years, and we've got guys that have been here for their first, or that are here for their first year. And being around those guys, it's a challenge, but it's also a blessing because the guys that have been here playing with the Muckdogs before can push the guys that haven't been here before. But as far as a challenge, I think just going out there doing your job, but keeping the moment small. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing.
So for me, my biggest challenge is like this is my second year here, so I'm coming back again because I'm love this team, I love this league so much, and that's what I tell you. Like what I talking before with Coach Martinez when he called me, I said, hey, I want to come back because I feel like this league is like a professional like everything, like professional. We have the good field, we have a good teammate, and every single day, everybody's good, and you need to do like your 100% in every pitch and every every game, and no matter what, you're like believe in God, pray every single day, and God always be like blessing you. I'm so happy to be here, man. And my big challenge is, to be here is like throw. I want to throw like a 100, like 100. Yeah, this is my goal to be here, like throw 100. And if God bless me, like go, I sign my contract for play like a pro baseball or play like independently. But I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I don't know what you want me to say, but I'm so happy to be here.
But I think one other thing, I think another challenge is constantly living up to. I mean, there's a lot of standards that we have that Skip kind of pushes upon us. But the challenge, I guess, is doing that for an entire season after we've already played an entire season of school ball. But Skip does a good job making it very easy on us to go out there and do our job. So we're very blessed to have them and very blessed to have the guys around us. I'm very thankful for all of them.
So following that single from Jake Butler, that brings up Cooper Romick. And Romick, a catcher for the Muckdogs, you guys, both pitchers. What's it like having Cooper Romick, first off, behind the dish for you catching, and him being one of the top hitters in the entire PGCBL?
I think having him back there is just as much of a blessing as it is having Skip. Cooper, as well as Joe and Bolton, all know the game very well, and all know how, they learn very fast how we throw. They know our pitches, they know our tendencies, and it was very easy working with these catchers to kind of figure out sequences that I can use. Especially when I'm in big situations or whether I'm starting an inning or coming in an inning. They do a great job working on attacking hitters early in counts as well as working later counts and getting guys out in big situations. But I think with Cooper being a really, really good hitter, we're very thankful to have him. I mean, he's driven in a lot of runs and continues to do so. But he's a very, very selfless player, and he does what Skip asks him to do, whether that's hitting a fly ball to bring in a run or that's poking a ball through the right side. He goes out there and executes, and I think that in that way he leads our offense, and he does a great job doing so. So we're thankful for him.
So Cooper, is an amazing catch. He can, help you for your, I don't know, I'm sorry, God, my English is a little good. It's pretty, it's so good, but I'm trying to do the best how can I can. But I say like what I coming back to say, Cooper, you know, he's a good catcher. He can like help you to trust it, like trusting yourself. You know, when you have like in a bad situation or bad situation like you can, you know, you missing couple pitch, you know, he can come into you and you know they can help you say, hey man, you are the best. You know, he give you like the trust that what you need, you know, to be like a calm down and be like relax on the mound. And yeah, he's amazing catch.
Yeah, Cooper's a great guy to be around in the clubhouse too. We're very thankful to have a leader like him. He's a big leader, and he continues to show the way for a lot of the hitters, but also on the field too. I mean, he does a great job working with all the pitchers to make sure that we know what pitches to throw, when and counts. If we have doubt on a pitch, he helps us give ourselves more confidence, and that's the biggest thing as a pitcher.
Thank you for joining me in the booth for this half inning, guys.
Yes.
Good luck in the rest of the game.
Appreciate it. See y'all stream.
We'll be back in a few short moments. Welcome back here for the bottom of the 7th at Sal Magley Stadium. That was Josh Livengood and Isidro Jimenez joining me in the booth. Trying to get the camera fixed here. That one grounded over, and it's an out. Eric Smith in at first base for the Muckdogs. Having some trouble with the camera equipment. It's not wanting to cooperate with me tonight. So that one was grounded out to Eric Smith. That one flown out to Vesco, and 2 quick outs here. Apologies again for the rough night. Not everything wants to work for me. Technology not wanting to do its things. Beaver still on the mound. Bondoc up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the evening. Beaver starting his windup. The pitch. That one down the middle for a strike. Just wanted to thank Josh Livengood and Isidro Jimenez for joining me in the booth for that last half inning. Beaver has a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch, that one swung on and missed. And now 1-2 the count. Beaver getting ready. And the pitch. That one low. A little too low for the liking of the home plate umpire. Bringing a 2-2 count. Next pitch from Beaver. That one swung on and missed. It's a drop third strike. Bolton looking for it. Thrown down to first. And he's safe on the drop third strike. So now a runner on first. Miles Ooh coming up to the plate.
Runner on first. 0 for 2 on the evening. Beaver going to work that one outside for a ball.
So you've done merch, you've done broadcast. Is there a job next coming up that you'd like to get into maybe for one of these travel ball games coming up here at the barbershop?
1 ball, no strikes. Next one outside again. Bolton trying his best to frame it, not able to get the job done there. Two balls and no strikes. Beaver, his next pitch. That one grounded up the middle, taken by Lopez. He'll tag second himself, and that'll be it for the bottom of the 7th. A quick inning for Garrett Beaver and company. Now we're heading to the top of the 8th here at Sal Magley Stadium.
We've been having a cup of Joe. Joe, any final thoughts today?
And just wanted to give a heads up. I'm going to mute myself on the live stream for a moment to try to fix the camera. Appreciate everybody for sticking with me through this. Rolling solo here in the booth and the equipment not wanting to cooperate with me. I'll be back in a few short moments. All right, got the camera working. Getting ready for the top of the 8th here at Sal Magley Stadium. Anthony Greco leading things off for the Batavia Muckdogs. Jesse Capitano still on the mound. Greco 0 for 3 on the evening. All 3 of his hits have been pulled to the right side of the field. He's a player that tends to spray it all over the field. Capitano in for his 2nd inning of work. Next pitch, that one swung on and missed from Greco. Oh, 1 upcoming. Next pitch. That one grounded by Greco. Diving play from Miller, and he'll touch first on his own for the first out. There's the first out here in the top of the 8th inning. Sean Mindas coming up. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. That pitch outside to Mindas for a ball. One ball and no strikes, 1 out. That one popped up by Mindas going out into right field. That one falls down. Mindas gets a single. Still going, and he dives into second base. Throwing error, and Mindas wanted to go to third. We'll count that one as a double, though, for Sean Mindas. So he gets on base with a base hit. That brings up James Mason. James Mason 0 for 2 on the evening. flew out to center field, walked, and grounded to the first baseman, Graydon Miller. With one out here in the inning, in the top of the 8th, Mason looking to drive in some more insurance runs for the Muckdogs. Capitano's pitched right down Broadway for the first strike of this at-bat. Oh, 1 upcoming. That one grounded over to the shortstop. Ooh, picks it up, thrown away from the third baseman. There goes Mindas to the plate. It's a fielder's choice. And a run scores off of the error, now 6-2. James Mason moves over to second on the throwing error. And Mindas scores. So now Capitano in a bit of a situation here with Vesco up. Capitano's first pitch inside to Vesco for the first ball. Capitano looking back over at Mason, and now the delivery to the plate. That one inside again to Vesco. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out here at Sal Maglie Stadium in the top of the 8th. 2-0 upcoming to Vesco. Here's the delivery. Mason trying to bait Capitano into a throw. So a swing and miss. Two balls and 1 strike. Next pitch upcoming. That one outside. Now a 3-1 hitter's count for Vesco. Some action going on in both bullpens. Warming up in Batavia's bullpen is Michael Pedraza. Capitano's pitch. That one outside again, and he walks Jacob Vesco. That puts 2 runners on for James Bolton coming up to the plate. Coach Gabriel will come out and have a word with Capitano. New pitcher will be coming in for the Americans. Coming in to face off against James Mason. Jude Lowry coming in for the Americans. Capitano's day is done here at Sal Maglie Stadium. So Capitano responsible for the 2 runners on base. He finishes day with 2 1/3 innings pitched on 42 pitches. He allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 unearned run. 2 walks and 1 strikeout and 1 hit by pitch so far. As I mentioned, those 2 runners on base are responsible under Capitano. Jude Lowry coming into the game for the Americans. He's pitched 12 2/3 innings this year. He's given up 14 hits. He has 12 strikeouts, though, on the other end. He's given up 4 earned runs on the season, along with 9 unearned runs and 6 walks on the season, posting an ERA of 2.83. With that being said, we'll take a quick break as Lowry warms up.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at? What do you mean?
Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should
we'll
go
take your
there.
word for it.
We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Drew Lowry on the mound. James Bolton coming up to the plate. Bolton 1 for 3 on the evening. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Lowry getting ready for his first pitch. And the delivery. That one a little high for ball 1. Next pitch upcoming. That one fouled off from Bolton.
6-2 ball game at the hands of the Batavia Muckdogs. They're looking to add it here.
1 ball and 1 strike to Bolton, with Mason on second and Vesco on first. Next pitch to Bolton. That one going out into the right center gap. That one will fall. Mason rounding third. Vesco will go over to third. It'll be an RBI single for James Bolton, but he'll be cut down at second base, trying to extend his single to 2 bases. Vesco moves over, and the Muckdogs add another run. Trevor Dutra coming up to the plate. Excuse me, Eric Smith coming up to the plate instead. So Smith up at the plate. That first pitch outside for a ball. So Smith on the season, he's batting .227 with 5 hits, 2 balls and no strikes to Smith. Smith, the 9th hitter in the lineup for the Muckdogs, replacing TJ Morris, who came in to pinch run for Trevor Dutra. This pitch from Lowry down the middle for a strike. Two balls and 1 strike. Next pitch from Lowry upcoming. That one grounded by Smith over to the left side of the infield. Sliding play by Morrow, thrown to first. Smith beats it. He slides down in foul territory. He will score a run on that as Vesco comes across the score. Goes over to second.
A nice sliding play made by Vinny Morrow, cutting off Miles Wu. Advanced Smith.
So Smith reaches, we'll say it's on a single. He beat it out. Almost moved over to second on the throwing error. Travis Hammond coming up to the plate. It's 0 for 2 on the evening. Hammond struck out swinging, walked, and flew out to right field respectively in his at-bats. He tends to hit the ball to right field, going to the opposite field this season. A push hitter, if you will. 1 ball and no strikes. Hammond takes that one for a ball again. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Smith leading off at first. Lowry facing a 2-0 count against Hammond, with the top of the lineup following Hammond. Next pitch, that one high. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Lowry, 10 pitches so far in a third of an inning pitched. Next pitch from Hammond, that one low, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Lowry. Bringing up the top of the lineup, Lopez coming up for the Muckdogs. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. He's walked twice, struck out swinging, and grounded out to third. So that brings up Lopez to the plate with 2 runners on. Lopez, the lefty, going against Lowry. Pedraza still warming up for the Muckdogs. First pitch upcoming. That one, a ball outside. So 1 ball and no strikes. Lowry going back to work against Lopez, the 1-0. That one down the middle. Called a strike. The curveball falls in there. One ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. That one popped up down the left field line. Getting underneath it is O'Neal for the out. And that's how the inning ends here at Sal Maglie Stadium. 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for the Muckdogs as we head to the bottom of the 8th here. The Muckdogs leading 8-2 over the Americans, trying to spark a new winning streak for them this season.
Take a look. Nothing I can do. Send out a roster of regional health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
New pitcher in for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Michael Pedraza coming into the game. Pedraza through 7 2/3 innings pitched. He has a 1.17 ERA as the Muckdogs look to close it out here within the next 2 innings. He's allowed 5 hits on 2 walks, has a 185 opponent batting average, and 10 strikeouts on the season, posting a .91 whip. So with Pedraza coming into the game, he'll be facing the top of the lineup in Nick O'Neal. The Americans looking to chip away at the lead in the bottom of the 8th. They're trailing by 6, and how we got here, the Americans took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st, and then things stayed the same after the 2nd. The Muckdogs tied it in the top of the 1st, struck for 2 runs in the top of the 4th, where the Americans added 1 more, and that's the last time the Americans scored. The Muckdogs scored again in the 5th and in the 7th, and then 3 runs in the 8th. Monil coming up to face off against Pedraza. First pitch, that one high for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Pedraza going to work. That one inside again for the 2nd ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Monil on the day. He walked, grounded out, and flew out to left field. All of his pieces of contact have gone to the left side of the field, as that one's called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike for Pedraza. He'll get ready. Going from the windup. He starts it. The 2-1 from Pedraza. That one outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 upcoming from Pedraza. That one fouled off. Hard liner going into the wall down the left field line. Now Pedraza getting a full count opportunity now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pedraza looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. He gets his pitch from Bolton, and the delivery upcoming. That one grounded up the middle, grabbed by Mason. Thrown over to first for the first out. 1 out now, bringing up Rex Smith, who has been the bright spot for this lineup for the Americans this evening. He's 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a single and a double. The double was a ground rule double, and then he grounded it out to James Mason in his previous at-bat. So Pedraza getting ready. Starts his windup. First pitch, that one fouled down the left field line from Smith. Pedraza getting ready for the 0-1. Outside for a ball. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Pedraza, the 1-1 offering upcoming. That one, a fastball down the middle, fouled off against by Smith. He's getting a piece of it, but just not going the right way in terms of where Smith wants it to go. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pedraza. Starts his windup. Looks like Smith called time there. So Pedraza will reset and get ready for another 1-2 offering to Rex Smith. And now, a quick start this time. That one a ball inside to Smith. 2-2 now. Vincent Morrow on deck for Niagara Falls. Pedraza starts his windup and the delivery. That one, Smith wanted it, didn't pull the trigger. Full count. So now full count upcoming from Pedraza. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed, and Pedraza gets the strikeout. 2 outs here. Vincent Morrow coming up. Morrow flew out. That caused a double play to right field after Smith tried to hit and run. Didn't work out in the favor of the Americans. Then he singled to left field. Morrow on the season, he tends to pull it more than push it. First pitch from Pedraza, that one a little low for the liking of the home plate umpire for the first ball. One ball and no strikes as Pedraza starts his windup again. That one outside this time. 2 balls and no strikes. Pedraza going to work. That one down the middle, fouled off. Smith going after it in foul territory. He's still going. He loses his hat. We lose Smith. He didn't grab it. That's a foul ball. Pedraza getting ready. There's another arm loosening in the Muckdogs bullpen. Pedraza, the 2-1 offering. That one down the middle. And now 1 strike away of getting out of this. Two balls and 2 strikes. Wind up. Pedraza's pitch. That one inside on Morrow. Too far inside. Full count. Pedraza through 2/3, all in the bottom of the 8th, has 17 pitches. This is his 18th pitch. That one fouled off again as Morrow stays alive. Young fans here at Sal Maglie Stadium sprinting after that, if you can hear the rumbling of the stands. Next pitch from Pedraza. That one fouled off again. 7 pitches so far in this at-bat. Pedraza getting ready for the 8th, hoping that it's the last one of this at-bat and he can move on either to a different batter or be done with this inning. Full count. That one swung on and missed, and Pedraza gets the strikeout. He wins the battle. And the Muckdogs get one more chance to add some insurance runs going in to the top of the 9th here at Sal Maglie Stadium.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got?
How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know, we just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up!
Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
Welcome back to Sal Magley Stadium. Jake Butler will lead things off for the Batavia Muckdogs. Warming up in the bullpen, as I mentioned earlier, is Trey Bacon. Butler 1 for 3 on the evening. Popped out to the second baseman, Rex Smith. He was hit by a pitch. He flew out to the center fielder, Brett Johnson, and then he singled on a hard ground ball up the middle. Butler, looking at his spray chart, he just sends that one all over the field. Most of his hits, majority of his hits, 4 out of the 10. As that one's another single up the middle. As I was saying, 4 of his 10 have been pulled to left field. He had 4 to left, 3 to center, and then 3 to right. So Johnson was taking his time in center field, so Butler extended that one into a 2-bagger. It'll go in the book as a single, but Butler moves over to second. Now Cooper Romick coming up to the plate. Unfortunately, he's 0 for 4 on the evening. He flew out to right field, grounded to a fielder's choice to second base. Reached on an error to second and struck out swinging. So Lowry, first pitch to Romick. That one a ball high. Lowry, 16 pitches in his outing. This one fouled off by Romick for the first strike.
Yeah, 13 is a tough 8 because that's our first time here on the same diamond. And that's where you see some of those plays. Oh, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike against Romick. Looking for his first hit of the day still. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at the lights and look at the fans and look at even the lights coming out the scoreboard. You know, it's a whole vibe that baseball brings to the community. I love it.
Lowry, the 2-1. That one outside part of the plate called strike 2.
Now, you were the brainchild of the trick shot. Did you ever think that somebody was going to drain it?
Honestly, the second day.
So Lowry and Romick going to work. Here's the pitch. That one, check swing from Romick. He'll go down on strikes.
Some little girl went up there and just cashed it straight up. I don't know what to say about it. I have to give her season tickets after this, but I'm happy about it. You know,
Greco coming up. He's 0 for 4 on the evening. 1 out. I was joking around with Romick before the game saying he needed to get his average up to be up there with the tops of the league. He took a laugh at it. Him and I just joking around about it as that one's outside for a ball. Maybe put some pressure on Romick unknowingly. We'll joke about it on the bus ride back. 1-0 upcoming from Lowry. That one fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike.
If we talk about your first start as an American, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1,000 batting percentage, and 1 national anthem sang. How do you feel about that?
I'll be honest with you, I was way like 1,000,000% more nervous for the national anthem.
1-1 upcoming. That one out to center field from Greco. Johnson getting underneath it. Butler going back to second. He will not advance, so now 2 outs for the Muckdogs. Sean Mindas coming up. Again, Mindas, a late addition to the Muckdogs lineup following Espinal's pregame injury. Espinal, I believe, is okay, and it was just a precautionary move from Coach Martinez. Mindas 2 for 4 on the evening with a single and a double. That one a swing and a miss. Lowry has the 0-1. Lifts his leg and the pitch. That one swung on and missed again by Mindas, and now he's quickly down 0-2 in this at-bat. Trey Bacon ready to come in for the Muckdogs for the 9th. Butler bouncing around. Mindas takes that one for a ball, almost clipping his head. Next pitch from Lowry, inside, called strike 3. So the Muckdogs only get 1 hit on 13 pitches. They stay at 8 runs as we head to the bottom of the 9th here at Sal Maglie Stadium. They're leading by 6. With Trey Bacon coming out on the mound for them in the bottom of the 9th. So Coach Martinez taking a little gamble here, and maybe if you want to try to make some money on some chances to take, go to Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. It's a casino, hotel, resort, and a half-mile horse track with live horse racing from July to December. Check out 8315 Park Road in Batavia, New York to take your chance. Maybe you'll get lucky over there at Batavia Downs. So Trey Bacon coming out on the mound for the Muckdogs. Bacon in 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, has a 0 ERA on the season, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts with opponents hitting .235 on him. He's posting a 138 whip on the season. Bacon relieves Pedraza. Pedraza finishes the game with 1 inning pitched on 20 pitches. Gave up no hits, had 2 strikeouts in his outing to get the Muckdogs set up for their closer to come in the 9th. And while we wait for Dalton Harper to come up, has your child ever been tested for lead? The only way to find out if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580 about a blood test for your child today or for more information on transportation. To get them tested, Trey Bacon getting ready for the first pitch to Dalton Harper. Lifts his leg, and that pitch is a ball high to Dalton Harper. As that's the first pitch at the bottom of the 9th. Harper trying to get a rally going, down by 6 runs. The Muckdogs have 11 hits on the day, 5 hits for the Americans. 1 ball, 1 strike. No one in either bullpen, so both teams expecting this to be the end. That one down the middle, another strike on Harper. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's actually a new hitter. Sam Heim is up. Didn't see the change. Heim down 1-2. 2-2 actually. He grounds that one out to Lopez, going off his glove, and that one out into left center. So he'll reach on the error from Lopez. That brings up another pinch hitter for the Americans, number 24, Finn Parker. Finn Parker on the season. Parker on the season, batting 188. So Bacon has a runner on first there. That one a swing and a miss from Finn Parker. So now an 0-1 count. Finn Parker trying to continue this late push from the Americans, as that's another swing and miss. No balls and 2 strikes on Parker. Bacon gets his pitch from Bolton. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one down the middle, strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Trey Bacon. He gets 1 out. Now Hunter Von Zelowitz coming up to the plate. With 1 out here. Von Zelowitz 0 for 3 on the evening. Struck out swinging, grounded into a fielder's choice, and flew out to right field. On the season, he hasn't been hitting too well for the Americans. That one a called strike 1. Coming into the game, Von Zelowitz is only hitting 105 on the year. So Bacon gets his pitch. The next one upcoming. That one bounces in the turf. Stopped by Bolton. Bounce right before the plate. One ball and 1 strike. Bacon gets his pitch, and now the next one. That one lined out into left field. It'll fall for his single. First hit of the day for Hunter Von Zelowitz. Xavier Mann coming up. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. Flew out to center field, singled to left field, and grounded to the first baseman Smith, respectively, in his previous at-bats. 1 out. Time called from Xavier Mann. Bolton will go have a word with Bacon. Brett Johnson on deck trying to keep this going. Double play depth by the middle infielders Mason and Lopez. Bacon looks back at the runner. Heim at second. First pitch outside to Mann for the first ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That one bounces in the turf again. 2 balls and no strikes.
And on July 1st, if you come out to the ballgame, we're going to have fireworks after that. On July 3rd, we have the Americans photo giveaway. We're going to have a photo of all the Americans. And you get to get the photo and get it signed by all the players. Okay, I like that. And then lastly, on July 4th,
2-0. Bacon looks back. Next one. Called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Muckdogs, their next game is tomorrow as they take on the Auburn Doubledays for the Tiny Piney Thunderstick giveaway. That one fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still quite a bit of fans here at Sal Magley Stadium rooting on their hometown Niagara Falls Americans. 2-2. Likely an off-speed pitch coming from Bacon. That's actually a fastball that gets away from Bolton. He runs to the backstop, a large backstop here at Sal Magley, and both runners just jog over to their next base. So a 3-2 count here with the runners advancing. 2 runners in scoring position for Xavier Mann. Bacon on the mound. Bacon gets his pitch. The payoff. Delivery. That one fouled off over the press box.
I understand you had a little bit of tire trouble recently, but you were able to just blow through the adversity.
Folks at home, changing a tire is not hard. They make it easy for you. Me and the
Full count upcoming from Bacon. The delivery. That one, a single out into the outfield. Bacon gives up his first run. Hammond with the throw to the plate. Von Zelowitz gets held up. So now runners at the corners. The Americans add a run. That brings up Brett Johnson. Brett Johnson on the evening. He's 0 for 2. He did reach base on a walk so far in this one. Trying to keep that going with runners at the corners. First pitch upcoming from Bacon. That is high and inside for the first ball. Now 1 ball and no strikes in this at-bat for Brett Johnson. Bacon gets his pitch. Lifts his leg and the delivery. That one fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bacon getting ready. 1 out. Runners at the corners. 1-1. That one inside and high for another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, that one swung on and missed. Surprised that man who has a little bit of speed over there at first base has not moved over to second. Either he's missed the sign or they're just not sending him. Put 2 runners in scoring position. Bacon gets ready the next pitch. That one off speed pitch, too high. Now full count for Bacon. Full count pitch from Bacon. That one, another ball high. He walks the runner. Now the bases are loaded. He's getting in some trouble here. Only 1 out. Mason Bondoc coming up to the plate. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. It's getting a little hairy for Bacon. Bacon's pitch. That one check swing from Bondoc. They'll say he went. One strike. Next pitch from Bacon. That one out to right field. Vesco getting underneath it. Smith actually cuts it off. A jumping play from Eric Smith saves a run. Now 2 outs. What a play over there at first base from Eric Smith. Bacon going against the last hitter in this Niagara Falls lineup. He gets set, gets ready for the next pitch. That one fouled off from That one a little low for a ball.
I hope Mark is watching. He sent me a text earlier, so I gave him that. He is a big fan of the 9-4
1 ball, 1 strike. Bacon, next pitch. That one out to center field. Hammond going back on it. And that'll end it as the Muckdogs start their new winning streak at 1 game. It's a flyout to end it here at Sal Magley Stadium. Hammond getting underneath it. The Muckdogs advance to 13-3 on the season. And the Niagara Falls Americans trying to get back on track in their next game on Wednesday. But as for this one, Austin Mendes wishing you a good night from Sal Magley Stadium. I'll be back tomorrow, back at Dwyer, for the Muckdogs to take on the Auburn